Hey guys, it's Andrea Ervay with LKNConnect's Business Spotlight. And we thought it would be fun to actually introduce you to the man, the myth, the legend behind LKN Connect, the owner, Mr. Doug Fitzgerald. So Doug, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, Andrea. Yes, I'm Doug Fitzgerald, and I am the founder and CEO of LKN Connect. Many people have not met me because I spend my time behind the camera. But when I meet someone, they say, "Oh, you're the Facebook guy." Yeah, I'm the Facebook guy. And we put out about 150,000 posts a day, which makes it interesting.
Where do you find the time to do all of this?
I'm not sure. I put in about 12 hours, 15 hours a day. And we have a lot of things going on. And that's why I'm hoping we'll get into that a little bit, if not here, then another video.
Yeah,
But we've got a lot going on, and I think that you need to know about it. So I would be more than happy to share it.
absolutely. I mean, we see what's coming up this weekend, the music, the food. Do you have anything particularly that you like to learn about when you have all these community contributors helping out? What do you get excited about?
Yeah, what we try and do is keep a pulse of what's happening in the community. And we started out, and as things change, and they do frequently, as they change, we try and keep up with the change so that we can stay ahead of the curve. So we started out, I guess, years ago when I first started this, we had probably 1,500 word articles. No one read to the bottom. I had to put 10 pictures in it to make it happen. So now we're at 350 words, and we're putting in at least 1 to 2 pictures, and still getting people to go to the bottom of the article is a challenge. So you're going to see coming up from LKN Connect, you're going to see a change into video, more video. People are interested in watching. I'm not a video person, but I'm here to let you know that video's coming. And LKN is going to be doing more of it. So Andrea she's very comfortable here, and she's doing a great job. I'm doing this because she's forcing me to. So
Twisted his arm.
right. So we are becoming more video compatible. So you're going to see a lot every day. You're going to see something coming out in video. We've got several out there now. We've got basically, if you don't know, I'm a past musician and music teacher and all this kind of stuff. So music is very important to me. Live music is big.
Yeah.
So we already have 2 videos a week, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday on live music. And one's Patrick Reynolds, he's with Wave Entertainment, and one is Colin First.
Yep.
And he's talking about the 3 best places to go over the weekend. So we're excited about that. To add to that, we're going to add a business model. Okay, you're going to see a lot of Andrea come out with a business model. She too will have a day. She's on Thursdays. And when she talks about businesses, she's going to be talking about really the pulse of what's happening in LKN, in Lake Norman, for business-wise. So you're going to see a lot of good businesses come through. She's going to be interviewing a lot of good people. You're going to see about music. We've got someone coming on board to work with fashion. You're going to see a fashion video every week. We've got a number of other things that are coming up soon. So stay tuned. You're going to see a lot more video.
Fantastic. And there's a Spotify channel as well. So if you don't have a chance to watch the video and you just want to listen on your way into work or you're walking or what have you, you can just pop into LKN Connect's Business Spotlight channel on Spotify.
Exactly. We have a lot out of the videos will come a podcast.
Yeah.
And so we will have our own channel for podcast. So channel for podcast, channel for video, and a lot of what's happening in Lake Norman.
Yes.
All the way from Denver, all the way down to, Troutman to Denver, the other way, Denver to Trout.
All the way around.
Yeah, all the way between and everything in between.
Yeah. Now you touched on, your past life was being a musician yourself and you taught. So tell the audience a little bit about, your background and what you did when you were in upstate New York.
Right. My training came in music, as you may or may not know. I'm raised in Eastern North Carolina.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah, went to East Carolina, got my bachelor's and master's there, and then went north. And I started in upstate New York, outside of, it's a little town outside of Utica, New York, called Clinton. And I was a high school band director there and taught at Hamilton College. I did the jazz ensemble there. So it was so cold I could hardly stand it. So the principal at the high school there in Clinton said, "How would you like to move to Philadelphia?" I said, okay, let's go to Philadelphia. It'd be warmer than it is here. So we went there, and I spent most of my adult life in Philadelphia, and most of it was in music. I taught 30 years at the public school and then 12 years at the college. And so I was director of the conservatory there in Philadelphia.
Very cool.
So I have a very warm spot in my heart for music and for musicians. And so you're going to see some music stuff on LKNConnect. It's just natural. Sorry about that.
No, don't be sorry. I think music is a universal language, but such a different type of communication. And there's so many amazing, venues here in the Lake Norman area and ways for up and coming artists to get seen.
Absolutely. There's so much going on. And that's just one small segment too. So right now we're putting it into one day, we have it on two, but we're interested in what's going on in the business world. And so to complement that, LKN Connect sponsors a magazine. We have an online magazine, not a print magazine. Print magazines have their own thing. We have our own thing. Ours is digital. But you can go on every day and read about what's going on in Lake Norman. What makes it living in Lake Norman so exciting? We are firmly convinced that Lake Norman is the place to be. We are members of the chamber, and certainly they love us for telling how great Lake Norman is. And so consequently, you have the magazine that tells you everything that's going on and why it's so exciting to live in Lake Norman, the lake, and what's going on. And so eventually you're going to see some more coming out of what's happening, some reporting like we do on the businesses, fashion, things like that. What's going on in the neighborhood? That's one of our goals in the next 6 months, to have local neighborhood reporters that tell us what's going on in the neighborhood. You may have seen it on social media, but we're pushing for that, and that'll happen in the next 6 months.
Yeah, that's great. And I just love the community here and how everyone is genuine about connecting and helping each other out. And it's not just, here's my business card. It's people get invested in helping, connecting. Hey, let me introduce you to this gal, this guy. And I love that about this area.
Yeah, you're exactly right. We haven't found any competition. We call it co-opetition. And so consequently, everybody's helping everyone. So we've had a lot of enablers and helpful people to help us move forward with LKN Connect. We've been since 2018, and we have tried a little bit of this and move out of that. We think we finally have the combination now, but it's been because people helped us. And so consequently, we give back also. So if someone comes to me and says, can you help us? Then yes, we can. And if they're a small business, we can help them. If they're a large business, we can help them. So what we have done in the last 6 months is to expand and bring in services that we don't do, but that we can make happen. And so what we do is if somebody comes to see us and says, we'd like our business to go from square one to square 10, we can help them every step of the way. In fact, we even have business coaches. I'm sitting next to one, and she will hold your hand from square one to square 10. And in doing that, she knows what services to apply. And she will say, Doug, what do we have that we can do here? And I say, try this. In fact, I have to go to her and say, what can we do here? She said, go see that person. So it's a symbiotic relationship that we like working with Andrea. She's a business strategist. Okay. And by that, I mean that she can strategize you all the way through everything. But she's working with LKN Connect, and we're excited about that. And we help her, she helps us, and that's the way we work.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yes, it's a win-win. And I don't claim to know it all. That's what my network is for. And, my zone of genius is being that connector and collaborator and having fun in your business, but really kicking it off. What do we need to do day 1, day 2, all the way day 90? And then it's like, okay, go fly. You need a social media expert? We have one for you. You need somebody in finance? We have somebody for you. So whatever you need, LKN Connect has the community that you want to be a part of. And I want to thank Doug for being with us today and sharing his wisdom and his vision with this community, because without it, we wouldn't know what's going on. There's nothing else that's like LKN Connect. So thanks, Doug.
Thank you very much. A pleasure.